What's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day to all the people all over the world, all the people that gave your life, the service of this country. I'm sharing the show. What's up, Brad? Brad, you ain't been calling me talking about the Knicks. Are we gonna talk about the Knicks tonight? Let me share the show, everybody. Okay, there I am. I think I'm there. Let me share this show right quick to all my groups. You have to get on. It's got to be live before you can share it. Okay, I shared that. Let me go over here to YouTube. Ladies, I see y'all. I see you, Brad. I see you, D. Holcomb. I see you, Thad Moody. I see you, Simeon Sims. I'm just getting my shares up, man. So I go over here and how I do this? How I do this? Oh, I got to hit the button. Come on, Robert. Come on, Robert. Come on, Robert. I've been off for a few days. Did you miss me? Uh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. We got a lot of stuff to cover on this show today. We got a lot of stuff to cover. What's up? Share the show, everybody. Let me see. Let me see if there's anybody out there that I can't see that's on the feed that I can't see. Let me see where I got. Let me see who's on YouTube right here. Let me see. Okay, that's Moody over there. Melvin Dudes just snuck in there. Let me see. I'm trying to find something else, Melvin. I got you. I got you. I got you. I know y'all used to me playing that song in the beginning. Sometimes I don't want to play that song in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't want to play this song in the beginning. I just want to, well, I can't see. Everybody's here. Okay. What's up, James Glover? What's up, Aaron Wilford? I see my guys now. Y'all come on. I know it came on too quick for you. I know it. I know it. I'm looking for Big Coach. I ain't seen Big Coach in a few days. Y'all know if I don't see you up on the screen for a few days. I'm serious. Y'all might, y'all be talking. You always messing with me. Talks. If I listen, Sean Washington, James Glover, I be wanting you to put the comments on there. Because if I look at your comment and talk about it, that means you're doing something. People be like, hold up. Hey, Sean, they be getting mad, man. All I do when I see your comment, I comment on it. And I just don't get, and some of them get mad because I don't comment the way they want me to comment on it. That is Moody. I mean, all of them. That is. I always. But when you finally get to know me, you gonna understand, man. This is the way the show works. Ain't nobody, man. Y'all, when I leave this show, I ain't talking about nobody. I ain't mad at nobody. I just go out about my day. But hold up, y'all. I'm trying to see some stuff. I'm trying to make sure my cameras and everything, because I ain't been in this office since Friday, Thursday. So it's the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Golly, it's 4 days. So tell me, y'all, what's been happening? What's been happening out there? Brian Boatwright, Matt Meyer, even Matt. Matt. I remember me and Matt got into a spat. And Matt don't understand. Matt, that means you pique my interest. Pique it some more. Don't back down. Don't back down. I ain't trying to embarrass you. I'm just trying to have conversation with smart people. All I'm trying to do is have conversations with smart people. Yaxel. Why, out of all the people you talking about, Yaxel? Why Yaxel? Why you mention Yaxel? Out of all the people that PJ Haggerty withdrew from the draft, you didn't say nothing about him. Why? You remember? Why Yaxel? Tell me why. That's interesting. Why you mention Milos Uzang? He withdrew his name. See, you got to remember, yesterday was the deadline. But why did you mention Yaxel Lindbergh? Most people out here don't even know who the hell he is. So, Matt, could you explain your relationship and why you know about Yaxel? And you didn't say his whole damn name. You just say Yaxel. Like he that dude. Hold up. You just said Yaxel like he that dude or something. But you called him by his first. He ain't no one name, dude. Hey, Sonya, my girl here. I'm good. I don't care about nobody. I ain't worried about nobody now. My girl's here. But you said, yeah, hold up, no. Oh, you was talking to me. Okay, you weren't talking to everybody. Okay, all right, okay. Now I got it. You were talking to me. So I got it now. I got it. No, I was just curious though. Why did you mention the rest of the guys? Because I talked about all the rest of the guys. I got some interesting stuff, y'all. If anything happened interesting over the weekend, did anybody say something? You know, the NBA playoffs, man, I'm just loving this NBA playoff. Are y'all loving the NBA playoffs like I'm loving them? Uh, hey, I bet you. Hey, Sonya, do you know who Yaxel is? Sonya Billings. Hold up, Matt. Watch this. Who all know who Yaxel is? Who all just knew who Yaxel was? I'm just, Brad, did you know who Yaxel was? Yaxel ain't made up that much noise, y'all. I'm gonna just tell you the truth. Cause he was getting his head tore off in AAC. What is it? It was called? The American Conference. He's getting his head tore off. So he ain't no household name. That's why I was just laughing at him about it. Y'all know what though? I done learned. What's up there, Kevin? Kevin, I know Thaddeus Moody, you gonna know who Yaxel is. I asked Sonya. Sonya don't know who Yaxel is. But Eric Boone, appreciate all the Ballad High love. Oh, that's my man. Hold up, y'all. My main man on here today. Hey, I'm gonna always give, y'all gotta understand, man. I'm gonna always, let me tell y'all something curious about Bel Air. Let me help y'all out. I like Bel Air, but my son can't stand Bel Air. My son can't stand Bel Air. I like Bel Air, y'all remember? But my son can't stand the school. I never forget. Glover said, I said, Glover, I need the gym to work out. My son, Glover said, okay. I told my son where we was going to work out. He said, Dad, I'd rather go work out in the park. I ain't never want to work out in no Bel Air. I said, wow. You know what? That's what I like about some rivalries. That's what I like about some rivalries. My son had this rivalry. Bel Air had this rivalry with I got you, Aaron. I'm gonna answer that. Had this rivalry with Bel Air. Okay, he hated Bel Air. I don't even talk to him during Bel Air game week, and he always told a new one out of him. Mr. Glover. He be ready for Bel Air. It's just he never had a bad. Never had a bad game when he played Bel Air. So, but he just it just you know Bel Air University. I love Bel Air High School. I love Coach Glover, and I like him. But my son, oh my God, I didn't know he didn't like him that much until he told me. Hatter, you think Memphis and K-State gonna play against each other next year? That's a great storyline. Why is it a great storyline? Also, how do you think Yaxel can compete in the Big Ten? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yaxel can compete in the Big Ten. Y'all, the Big Ten players ain't no better than the American Conference players. Y'all just think it is. It's a boy play. Where's Santa Clara? Hold on. Let me see what conference Santa Clara is in. Santa Clara. Basketball. Hold on. Is y'all what conference they in? What's the name of that conference? The West Coast Conference. But Jalen Williams is tearing all of these dudes' head off. Hitting all the big shots at the end of the game. Aaron, it ain't what conference you can play in. It's not. Y'all, it's us, y'all. It's us thinking these guys just call. Y'all got to realize. Hold, let me help you. Can we do the math? It's just so many Power 5 teams. You can't give a 13 on the team. So everybody can't play there. So some players, Ken Dean, got to play somewhere else. And let me repeat that because y'all ain't gonna get that one. Y'all ain't gonna get that one because y'all been Junebugging for so long. Y'all, the people ain't been giving. I've been giving you this content, this fresh. Listen, ain't that many Power 5 teams. Everybody can't play on them. Somebody got to play somewhere else. Eric Harrison, Aaron Wilford, that was a good one though. I like that one. You asked me because I'm an answer I used to have her. You think Memphis and K-State gonna play instead of other next year? I don't think they can do it. I think their schedules, man, are pretty much almost some of them are set. I don't know. Why would you think it'll be a great storyline? Tell me why. I put it up on the screen for you. Tell me why. Just because PJ Haggerty went there? Shit, PJ Haggerty. When PJ Haggerty, PJ Haggerty left Tulsa and came to Memphis. When they played Tulsa, was it a great storyline? Ken Dean, watch me, man. Watch me work this thing. Was it a great storyline? I got something to share with y'all today, too. Y'all better share this show. Y'all need to talk. Y'all need to tell a friend, tell another friend, because I'm going to give y'all something today. How do you think Memphis and K-State going to play each other because it's a great storyline? What's great about it? Tell me. Aaron, don't stop. I'm putting you a question. What do you think is great about it? I'm trying to have conversations with smart people. That's all I try to do on this show. I try to have conversation with very smart people. That's all. And if you're not, get on this Hatter bus because I'm going to take you to school before you get to school. I got that from Joe Madison, y'all. That's Joe Madison. But talk to me. Don't Aaron, come on now. Oh, my girl Bettina Brown is back. Wait, baby, you ain't let me know about your son. I ain't heard nothing about him. You ain't called me. You ain't wrote me. Make sure, I might have your number already, but make sure you send me, because I want to keep up with him. Make sure I got your information. You can go to Chop Shop Htx at gmail.com. But somebody asked me a question. They said, Hatter, you think Memphis and K-State going to play each other this year? That's a great storyline. Also, Hatter, do you think Yaxel Lindbergh, whatever his name, can play, I'm going to get his name right, can compete in the Big Ten? Yes, I do. He said the fact that the past few years, Penny has gotten 2 impact players in Tomlin and McDonald, and it would be good to see Tang and Penny coach against each other. So they got nothing to do with PJ Haggard. Let's not be disingenuous. Wilford, come on, man. Don't nobody care nothing about where you get no player. These players can go in. Players can go anywhere they want to. Hold up. Hold up. Let me help you out. Let me give you a little history. In the case of Tomlin, Tomlin wasn't playing anyway. They got him in the middle of the season. He wasn't playing up there anyway. And I don't know too much about McDaniel just yet and know why he left. And you know, I don't know too much about him. But one thing I do like about McDaniel, this one thing, I don't know nothing about Dougie McDaniel. But let me tell you what I like about Dougie McDaniel. Hold up, y'all. When PJ signed with them, his old school, this was Dougie posted. Hold up. Set that game up. I like him already. Hold up, y'all. I got to get a picture of him. I don't even know who the kid is. Hold up, y'all. Hey, I got to pull him up. When a dude do stuff like that, I got to pull him up. Y'all, I got to pull him up. Y'all can get mad at me. When a dude do this, and I want you to talk about this. Oh, that Alpha, that Aaron Wilford, he's so smart. He's so brilliant. But hold on. Doug McDaniel. Let me see. Okay. Let me look at it. Let me look what he got. Let me look. Can I take a look? I promise y'all. I haven't seen none of his moves. I don't know that boy, but I know the dude got to be good for a penny. But the young fella said, set the game up. Hold up, y'all. Ooh, hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. His jumper look like mine. Hold up. Let me see. Ooh. His jumper really look like mine. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. I'm sorry, y'all. Dougie, cash him out. Okay, I like Doug McDaniel already. I like him already. Because in Penny's offense, the way they play, you going to get wide open threes. But this is what I like about the boy. Lord, look, I'm going to put it up here big. The young boy said, set that game up. He was thinking about like Aaron Wilford. He said, set that game up. PJ, you want to go over there? Set that game up. Y'all ain't listening to me because y'all ain't used to. Y'all, Glenn Hickman, guys don't do this no more. Glenn, young man named Doug McDaniel, he committed to Memphis from Kansas State. PJ Haggard yesterday committed to Kansas State. This man came on his IG and said, set that game up. Y'all still talking about Miloš Uzan and y'all not hearing me. Where my basketball people at? Anybody on here know anything about basketball? Let me go through today. Brad don't know nothing about it. I don't know what he know about it. That is Moody. You ain't said nothing yet. You must be working. Glover, I just said, Sean Washington, you a coach. You loud and clear from Detroit. You ain't said nothing. Brian Boatwright, I can't believe you ain't mentioned nothing. Melvin Dudes, I can't, but there you go. I give you a chance to talk real basketball. Sonya, you rather talk about Travis Hunter being married? That ain't nothing I'm finna talk about. God bless. Man, you got a young man that virtually swapped for another young man. Yeah, PJ to K-State, yeah. Anson Fowler. This young dude said, set that game up, man. I want some of that. Get that game up, coach. And we got a way we can play them, coach. Set that game up. Boy. Shout out to my boy Gary Carter. Gary Carter, great thing you sent me this morning, Gary. But Gary, I got some. I got some on that. We stay with me. But Gary, he said I saw PJ went to Kansas State now, Bettina, but didn't know someone was coming to the Tigers. Yes, it's a dude, Doug Mick. Hey, Bettina, you live in Memphis. You're gonna be hearing that name. McDaniels for three. I wish I was there calling the game. But this young fellow took the Gary, you are the my social media aficionado. Gary, as soon as PJ committed and they put it public, Doug McDaniel went on his site, on his social media, and posted this. Posted the Memphis Tigers. He going up under that tunnel out over there by University of Memphis. And he said, set that game up. The man said, set the game up, man. Bettina, like your son, right? Let's say your son, he done transferred to this high school, and another dude was transferred. They switch spots. Point guard switch spots. Your son go on there and say, look, set that game up. Let's make sure we play them. Set that game up, coach. Man, I like that. Boy, Doug McDaniels is pretty good. But let me keep going. Where was I at? Because my main man, Aaron Wilf. Aaron, did I answer everything you need? Did I answer everything you needed there, Aaron? He said, in fact, okay. What else you said, Aaron? Let me see what else you said. Yaxel. We're gonna talk about Yaxel. We're gonna talk about that. Okay. All right. Let me get there. Let me get. Is that an even swap? I like what Doug did though. What you mean by is it an even swap? Mr. D Hag. What you mean? What you mean is an even swap? Doug can go, although sometimes he has those tour dates when shooting, but he's going to do well in Memphis. Okay, I got you. I can't. Is it an even swap? Crystal, is it an even swap? It really wasn't a swap. Memphis offered PJ something. PJ didn't want it. Memphis moved on. One thing I like about Penny, he never wavered. I'm not going to let nobody hold my program hostage. I made a, what my boy JC, you made one hole, make another hole. Damon Dash. If you say you made me. So Penny gonna say, look, I made one PJ, I'll make another PJ. Boy, I love this, y'all. Y'all, I love this. I love this. But I want y'all to be perfectly, it's an even. How can it be even? What you mean by even? It wasn't a swap. So it couldn't be, it wasn't a swap. D Hag. I don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't a swap. PJ decided to do something else, and Penny said, okay, I got something else. Penny got about 4 or 5 something else's. So Whether it's an even swap or not, we'll never know. Because what you can do one place, you might not be able to do in another place. But I'm gonna help y'all out. Why can't we make another baller plug? Whoa. It ain't but one baller plug. Man, y'all, hold up, y'all. My man is back. Mr. Radio. Where you been, man? You all right? Mr. Radio. Cause I'm finna get Mr. Radio. Katie is in the house. Mr. Radio, how you doing, man? First of all, I miss you. But let me help you out. Because people texting me about the PJ Haggerty situation, right? Can I be frank with y'all? It's my opinion. And then some of this stuff on great sources. Mr. Katie is back. That's right. PJ wanted to be in a bigger conference in his defense. Because you know, people calling him, hold up, somebody just, y'all ain't finna call this boy and his dad out their names. I don't like that. Gary sent me something that this dude, Jeff Goodwin, the one who always talked about the black coaches and the black players. He said, trust me, I'm not saying to always go with an agent, but there are some bad ones. And there are some bad ones out there, but PJ Haggerty's dad probably should have hired a good one in this case. He overplayed his hand and wound up in the neighborhood of $2.5 million for a team that didn't make the tournament last year and isn't considered a tournament team for this season. Let me tell you something. Jeff Goodman. My dad got me a deal to go to Kansas State, play for Jerome Tang, and they was gonna give me $2.5 million. My dad did a great job. Let's get that straight. And this is coming from Robert Hatter, a guy who loved Memphis basketball all my life. But I know this kind of stuff happens. I was happy when he came. PJ came to Memphis, and guess what? I'm happy to see him go leave and go do something else. Some of basketball people, you're happy when somebody leaves somebody else's team and come to your team, but you want to go fight somebody because the kid left your team and ain't even your son. So I'm trying to be an example, Crystal. Because we got people in summer basketball that think that your kids is theirs. Because they fly them around a couple of times to give them a bologna sandwich or something. But like I said, I was glad to see PJ come. I was glad that Penny gave him an opportunity. Because Penny gave him an opportunity to perform. See, some people just want an opportunity to play. Penny gave PJ Haggerty the platform to perform. Let's get that straight. PJ Haggerty did not win not one tournament game for Penny. NCAA tournament game for Penny. Am I sorry? No. I'm mad that we lost? Yes. And he didn't have a good game in that game we lost? No, he didn't. Yes, he does care about winning, Curtis George. Yes, you do. You do. But Curtis George, let me give you some context so you won't be coming on here just Curtis George. He had $3 million on the table at Penny where he was winning. So he cared about winning. He had $3 million on the table. Penny took it off the table, so he had to settle for 2.5. So I got to give you some context. So when you put comments like that up there, somebody, I'm just helping you out so nobody won't just, you know. But I was just sitting there thinking about him. The kid wanted to play in a bigger conference because he felt that he had MVP or Player of the Year type numbers, and other people was winning because they from bigger conferences. You say you don't care about, we don't care about Memphis. This is Cougar Town. Where's your red? Mr. Katie, I see why you ain't been on this show. not not necessarily lost, Curtis George. He didn't gamble and lose. He wanted to play in a bigger conference. So guess what? He's in a Power 5 conference. So if he is the MVP of that conference, he's going to get national prominence. You in the MVP of the American Conference, they didn't give him what he thought he should want. I mean, that's what people, see me, I want to go where I'm getting prepared to go to the NBA, not the NIL. That's just me. What's up there, team? I'm a Ray Moore. Ray Moore. But watch this. Watch this. Gary, what you laughing at? I'm just helping y'all out now. I'm just helping you out now because y'all, if you don't know, we perish from lack of knowledge. I'm just trying to give you knowledge. So share the show so somebody else can get this knowledge. He wanted to be in a bigger conference. Y'all, it's just me. Those other guys got the nod over PJ on the national level, who won the National Players of the Year in the all first team. Them people got the nod on him because what? He was in the American Conference. Even y'all on here try to talk down on the American Conference. Y'all weren't talking down on it when U of H was in there, but now U of H is out of it. Y'all want to talk bad about it. That girl said, Travis Hunter, here we go again. But let's keep going. Let me put that on the back burner. I don't even know what to say about Travis Hunter. Congratulations. That's all I can say. But let me let y'all know. And the reason that I will always support this young man, because I supported him in high school. I don't know. Ain't too many of y'all went to see Crosby play. I was there to watch him play. This move had nothing to do with Penny. Had nothing to do with Memphis. Memphis gave that boy an offer that they thought he couldn't refuse. They said, look, we appreciate what you did. I wouldn't have gave it to him, but Memphis loved him like that. But ain't my money to give. Gave him a $3 million, put a $3 million deal on the table. And said, okay. This move had nothing to do with Memphis. PJ wanted to play in a bigger conference. He wanted bigger. He went to the NBA. They told him, take your ass back to college because you ain't going to get drafted here. He said, what's that? The Mauer invitation, the Battle of Land, and all of those pieces are for you get your opportunity to compete against other conferences. Yes, but that's all right. But everybody don't think like that, Kenneth Gamble. Y'all just made it. Y'all don't understand. Everybody don't get it. Y'all, you know what kills me? How some of y'all, he want to play in a bigger conference. Yaxel Lindbergh, the reason he coming back and playing, the NBA told him he wasn't. They say you might get drafted in the first round or late or early first round. He said, no, I want to prove to y'all I can do this in the Big Ten. Y'all don't understand what goes on in some of these players' minds sometimes. People, y'all think I ain't this, y'all think I ain't this, but I want to prove that I can do it in the Big Ten. What's up, Rabbit? Yes, it does. Matt Meyer? Yes, it does. bigger conference does equate to better NBA chances. Yes, it does. It don't equate to better NBA success. But it equates to better NBA chances. Yes, it does, sir. Yes, I can't agree with you on that one, Matt. Bigger conference does equate to better NBA chances. You know why I know? Every time you at a Big 12 game, a Big 10 game, or a Big East game, it's just a pile of pro scouts around. I call the games for the SWAC. Ain't no pro scouts in there. Ain't no pro scouts at the Southland Conference. Ain't no pro scouts at a lot of these conferences. So you have the bigger conference does equate a better chances of making it to the NBA. Yes. Now, if you can't play, if you can play, you're getting drafted. I hear you talking. Hey, go to Home Depot. You're going to see some big old tall ass dudes that can play. They didn't get drafted. Chances versus success. Yes, you get a chance. But going to these Power 5 conferences, y'all, I don't know, Matt, the last time you'd have been to a U of H game. The last time you'd have been to, I'd never forget, I get Texas Tech U of H game. Man, the pro scouts were everywhere in them. I tell you, I said it was everywhere. But guess what they were telling me? And I said this, but I didn't want no slight at U of H. They weren't there to see no U of H player. They were set to see the Texas Tech players. I said, what? What's not true? Tell me what's not true. Tell me what's not true. That man said, tell me what's not true, because I done said a million things. I'm just telling you, I got 3 PhDs in this, Matt. I got 3 PhDs, 30 years in doing this. I know what the hell I'm talking about, because I can pick up a phone and call a GM. I don't know how many GM you can pick up and call. I'm telling you, I'm putting it to you where the ghosts can get it. I don't know what you're doing for a living, but guess what? You better go and Google and read our dossier. If you can play, you're getting drafted. Not necessarily. Because you might not play the way they want you to play. Every team got 30 different, every team is subjectives. That's a lot of guys can play. If you play, you'll get drafted. That's like, it's impossible. I'm going to show you how. I'm going to show you how, because I said I like to have conversation with smart people on this show. I'm going to show you how something. I'm going to just follow me on this one, Matt. Matt, it ain't but 60 players going to get drafted. 30 of them in the first round going to have guaranteed contracts. So it's going to be a lot of players that can play that ain't going to get drafted. I just told you. Been doing this for 30-some years. Not just reading the paper and looking at tweets. I'm going to give it to you one more time. 60 players going to be drafted in a normal NBA draft. Smart ass. But, so you telling me only 60 players can play? 59 players can play? So your statement was terrible. If they can play, you're getting drafted. Hell no, that was a stupid ass statement. They're not. Just because you can play. No. You got to be the best of the best to be able to get drafted. Not you can play. I don't know who told you that lie. That's these kids. See, if you got him guys like that telling them little old boys, man, if you can play, you're gonna get drafted. Hell no. I don't care how much research you do. I don't care how much research you do on every single person that ever got drafted. Because every single person that gets drafted, some of them get cut off the team. Your statement said if they can play, you're going to get drafted. Dude, it's all right to just stop right now. Trust me, I pay attention. That's what he said, y'all. You pay attention to what? Now you showing me you haven't been paying attention. That's what you telling me. She said technically they're all playing. Now let's thank you, Crystal. Technically, they're all playing. Dude, do you know how hard it is to be an NBA player? Do you know how hard it is to be an NBA player? Do you know how hard it is to be an NBA player? And man, oh look, Travis said that's a good salesman pitch. Man, don't let me. But let me get back to PJ Henry. Excuse me, PJ Haggard. He want to prove, it's just me, that he can do the same thing in a bigger conference. And believe you me, instead of researching it, thank you, Lori. Lori, it's a difference in the Power 5 conferences. It's a difference. It don't mean the Power 5 conferences gonna make a better pro than other things. Jalen Williams, a perfect example. He went to in the Big Sky with Santa Clara, and he hit all the big shots toward the end of the game last night. And they in the West Coast Conference. It's always some exceptions, but I'm talking about PJ. The people in the NBA, they just don't believe in the American Conference. Marcus Sasser proved them wrong. Jamal Shead proved them wrong. Quentin Grimes proved them wrong. Damian Dotson proved them wrong. PJ Haggard just wanted to play in a bigger conference on a bigger stage. And he's going to have his shot. Whether or not it works out for him, but I'm not going to have people just sitting up here calling his daddy this and talking about his dad ain't this and his dad ain't this. And no, his daddy, this boy, went from Crosby High School, that I'm sure you, Matt Meyer, have never been to one of his games. But I have. I didn't have to research it. I was there. And I saw him play against Cason Wallace. And he had 44, maybe more, on Cason Wallace and Rylan Griffin. I sit right there in front of him, watch the game. Cason Wallace is a guy that's on the team, number 22 on OKC's team right now. He balled and hit big shots last night. PJ Haggerty had 44 on him. But that don't mean he Cason Wallace. But guess what? Somehow, some of us think if Crystal go have a big game on Lurie in the summer or somewhere, Crystal gonna come back and say, Robert, I had a good game on Lurie. I think I should be in the WNBA with Lurie. Y'all, it's just so much stuff goes into making one of these teams. And you know what? It's just make me, Lori, I don't know if y'all know about this one. But I know my research specialist, I know he gonna know this. Travis. somebody came on the show the other day. I don't know who he was. It might have been this dude here. I don't know. But he was talking something. He said something slick, and I caught it. Hey, most city finalists say he can also go to a bigger school conference and get exposed. But guess what? But he exposed me with 2.5 million in my pocket. Expose me and expose me with 2.5 in my pocket. And by the way, PJ done played against just because he played in that conference, they played against the best teams in the country now. Memphis gonna play the best teams in the country. But Crystal, I got something for you. Crystal, I'm gonna give you something. You're gonna be the smartest girl in the league at Nate Shop. You're gonna be the smartest person there. PJ was the top college player in the portal, and NBA told him to go back to school. I'm trying to tell you, but he can play. PJ can play, but Matt Myers said that you're gonna get drafted if you can play. Matt, I don't even know what you meant by it. Maybe you didn't mean what I think you mean. But when you say it on that feed, you got to be a little bit clearer. That's all. But let me keep going, Matt. Let me keep going. Matt, you got a young player. Sonya, you're gonna be ain't nobody gonna touch you in nail shop. You got a kid this year. Got a chance to go from D3 to the NBA. Now, the D3 is Chris. Everybody in Houston that play basketball, I'm going D1. I ain't never heard no kid talking, man, I'm going D2. I'm going D3. Division 1, Division 2, Division 3. All of them NCAA, they're just different divisions. Check this out, Matt. Y'all check this out. Somebody, hey, hold up, man. Somebody just texted me and said, stop letting these novices run my blood pressure up. Let me tell you something my doctor told me. Okay, Stacy, I made it say, person who said this. My blood pressure is well. I just got checked the other day. This is just me. This ain't me. If I sit here and do a show like this, I did this one day. I did this while Jimmy was talking. Somebody texted me and said, man, you show look this interesting. That's just not me. But let me give you something. Sterling, let me give you something. I got what is Sterling, you're gonna be this kid got a chance to go from D3 ball to a first round pick in just 3 years. Kenny Gown. Second round pick, man. Ain't nobody trying to be no second round pick, man. You all know what second round pick? Hold up. If I'm gonna be a second round pick, I'm going back to school and get that 2.5, like PJ did. PJ, do your thing, baby. I love it. I love what you did. I don't. Hey, hold up. Hold up. And I'm a person gonna say publicly, thank you for what you did in Memphis. Now it's time for you to move on. It's the Doug McDaniels show now. You got to realize when you came to Memphis, PJ, wasn't nobody thought you was going to do this. Didn't nobody. I know you appreciate Penny. I know Penny loves PJ Haggard. And PJ Haggard loves Penny. But PJ Haggard, Penny can't offer him playing in the Big 12. Penny don't have that choice. Penny is in the American Conference. You follow me? So let me go. Continue to put up numbers regardless of what uniform he's wearing and who's playing against, however his style of play. That's on the NBA. That's out of our pay grade. You don't have an NBA team, Herb. I don't have an NBA team to put him on. All I know, when I called, they say he will be back in school. They was telling me all the people who left Chicago, Robert, they gonna wait till the 26th, but all these dudes gonna be back in school. Okay, let me see. He said he's more likely where he wants to be, but it's like you said, how he might not be the same player. I didn't say that. Hold up. I didn't say he might not get the same play or opportunity. I didn't say that. No, that didn't come out of my mouth. That didn't come out. Somebody else said that. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm going to go there if I can't get the same opportunities that I just had in Memphis. But I didn't say that. I don't know what Jerome Tang going to do with him like that. I don't know what. Y'all got to understand the NBA is hard. Hey, Herb, some dude told me, if you can play, you're going to get drafted. I ain't heard that one in a long time. But let me keep going because I'm going to stay off Matt. Matt been researching. Matt, sometimes, Matt, we got too much information out here. Some of this information you don't even need to be intaking. Some of the stuff you might be getting might be misinformation or disinformation or malinformation. Oh boy, I took you to class just then. Just because you gotta get a lot of information. Just because you get a lot of information, because you just studied the league. What? Who you study? Who you study? But let me keep back. Let me keep going. This young man, I mentioned it the other day. This dude didn't know nothing about it. He got to talking crazy. Man, ain't no D1, ain't no D3 doing nothing. Ain't no D3 doing nothing. Y'all, this kid named Cedric Coward. His growth, his journey, his path to the NBA is almost unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. In 2021, 1 year after the pandemic, he was an unranked high school recruit, a late bloomer with 0 Division I offers. 0. He goes to Williamette, a D3 school in Oregon, where he had a great season, put up 19, I think 12 and 4. Then the Eastern Michigan head coach, David Riley, saw him play against Portland and brought him into the Big Sky Conference, where he broke out in his second year last year, and he transferred to Washington State last season, where he developed into a player. His defense was on. His offense was on. He was a 3-level scorer. Got hands about this abnormal size hands. He was so good at Washington State that John Shire and Duke came calling and committed to the portal just 3 weeks ago and offered him a big bag of Duke from D3. His astronomical rise in the draft, it was almost crazy. He was going to end up, y'all, this guy gonna end up being a first-round pick from D3. The place that y'all telling y'all kids, man, y'all too good for D3. Man, don't go no D3. Man, don't go no D3. Y'all, it reminds me a little bit, and I just mentioned a minute, of Jalen Williams. Y'all didn't hear about Jalen Williams at Santa Clara? But Matt Meyer might have, because he does so much research. His rise as a prospect at Santa Clara, because he came into that summer and people wasn't even talking about it. People didn't even know about him when he came into the summer. And it took him only a few weeks, and it just went crazy all the way to the lottery. I'm talking about Jalen Williams, the boy with the Braves that killed Anthony Edwards last night. And I want all you Anthony Edwards fans, y'all stay here, because I want to talk to y'all. Y'all stay right there. But let me finish up on this kid. And it took him, a few weeks to go. I'm talking about Jalen Williams to go crazy. He just kept getting better. Y'all, Cedric Coward is 21 years old. He ain't 100 years old, y'all, like y'all be saying. But he too old. No. He has a great ceiling. From D3 to Washington State to the NBA. All in 3 years. Another reminder that everyone finds their own path. Don't sleep at the other levels. I know they promising you. I done heard them. I done heard them dudes talking about, man, you gonna get 15 offers you get on my team. Herb, you had the talent. You had, you just, it wasn't as many opportunities, Herb, as these guys have. If we had those kind of opportunities that these guys have, man, we would probably hung around a little longer. These guys had a lot of opportunities. But when I think about this stuff, y'all, even in NBA, I'm watching these playoffs. It's a thin line between winning a championship and being in the lottery. I was thinking about that. They was talking about, like I say again, congratulations to Travis Hunter. He finally met this girl. Some friends of mine called me this morning. Talking about what color is Travis Hunter's girlfriend? I don't know. And I can't police who nobody fall in love with and marry. I just can't. All I can do is just control who I like. You know what I'm saying? But is it just me? Because last night, I'm sick of them players after every play doing this. Y'all, they do it in the swag. And we don't even have no damn replay like that. I'm so sick of that. Y'all don't understand. Is it just me? Have anybody watching this? Every time I play, cut that damn little finger off. like my man, what's his name? City Hall in Harlem Night. The man quit shooting that little old gun. Is it just me? Thaddeus Moody says him too. Is it just me? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Every time a player have a dispute, every time something happen, they... Ooh, I can't stand it. Now, I got a question. Have we put a crown on Ant-Man too soon? Yeah, they do it in the swag, and we don't even have we have replay for other stuff, but not for that. They do it in the swag. I be saying, dude, they ain't gonna do that for that. Quit all that. But I got a question. Herb, have we put the crown on Ant-Man too soon? Yo, Ant-Man got all the energy for the old heads, but when he go up against his peers, Shay making him look bad. No, I'm not finna let y'all take up for him. Shay Gilders Alexander treating him like a gal. Excuse me, y'all, women. Treating him like he owning. Oh, he boning him like he own him. Curtis George, talk to me. Season on the line. Anthony Edwards scored 16, and his matchup scored 34. Keith said that was kind of strange, him not taking a single shot. What? But he can come on TV and do some cussing now. He the best cusser in the league. But he got talking all that stuff to the old heads. What he did to Devin Booker. And y'all came on here. What he did to Kevin Durant. What he did to LeBron and Luka. What he did to Steph. But he didn't do nothing to Steph. Steph got hurt. Steph, the ass would have been home and Steph got hurt. Do we have to stop putting him in talks that he don't belong in? And I got something else there, y'all help me. Cause I saw this. I saw this. Let me see if I can find it. When they start doing this, let me make it big. 14 minutes and 58 seconds to tip off. Your non-playing ass need to be trying to hit some jumpers. And you out here sitting out here talking to Malika Andrews and Stephen A. Smith now. When they start doing this? Way too much media coverage right now, y'all. Before the games and during timeouts. Everybody's too thirsty for content. Gary gonna kill me for that. Gary, why are these people so thirsty for content? You're down 2-1, man. And instead of warming up and getting ready, as many shots as you can pick, you giggling and grinning with the same media that's gonna call you a bum when you lose that game last night. But he can play. Stop it, Travis. Y'all got to talk to me, man. Hey, share the show. Everybody on the show calls a friend of y'all and said, man, get on this show. I need some help. Because y'all got to talk me off a while. Y'all got to talk me off a while right now, y'all. Y'all, hold on. All you players, Ken Gamble, can't you remember how locked in you was as a player? You didn't even want to talk to friends on school day or the game on game day, at school on game day, and you out laughing with the media? What is so funny? Let me click that on again. Let me keep that up there. What's so damn funny? What's so funny? Before a game this important. And then in this critical game 4, you have 5 points, 1 for 7 from the field goal, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 6 turnovers. But you want to laugh and sniggle and grin for the game. No, SGA ain't finna influence no league to go back to no mid-range shot. Shit. Nobody should ever had abandoned the mid-range shot anyway. He ain't finna encourage no league to go back. That 3-point, that shit. Hold up. He hitting the mid-range shot. But them dudes hitting them time-lapse 3-pointers is keeping his ass from winning that game last night, Lionel. Come on now, we just keep it a buck now. Lindborg, that's his name. Yaxel Lindborg. Sorry, Yaxel. Y'all know what, man? And maybe I'm nostalgic, but I think about some, y'all. I think about some. I'm listening to the game last night. See, when you used to this.
To back dagger threes by LeBron James, the best player in the land. That's good defense, but better offense. Mama, there goes that man.
But they fire him. And we got to listen to Doris Burke and Richard Jefferson. What happened to you stop cursing? I did stop. I ain't cursed. Shaniqua, what'd I say? What'd I say? I forgot. I don't remember saying that. Shaniqua, my bad, but I don't remember saying one now. That one slipped out. But I'm getting tired of this, y'all. And to all my youngsters out here, I saw this on a t-shirt and I didn't put it up on the screen. What the t-shirt at? The t-shirt said, shot fake, jab, paint touch, jump stop, receive a scholarship. Since shot fake, one of the most, y'all, I watched the EYBL this weekend. I didn't see much of it. I didn't see many jab steps. Ken Gamble. I saw some little paint touches, a few of them. Didn't see many jump stops. But those were supposed to be the best. That's supposed to be the best league. The EYBL. Matter of fact, I still got it on my computer. I'm just gonna go pick up a random game. I'm for real. I'm just gonna go pick up a random game. Let me go to the and just kick up and just see what I can pull up. Come on, give me some archive games. Y'all don't do your boy like that. Where they say the archive games? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let me. I'm just finna see something, y'all. You know, this supposed to be the creme de la creme, right? I'm trying to push the cursor over a little bit so we can get down to business. And let me see. Okay. Come on, let me get the Utah prospects going against the Expressions. I'm just want to see something, y'all. Can I see something? Can y'all look at something with me? I just want to look. Come on, give me some game. Hold up. I've been going too fast. I want to see the game. Okay. I'm going to see, do I see a shot fake, a jab, a paint touch, or a jump stop? Round the horn. I'm just watching the game, y'all. A turnover. Okay. He got a run out. Okay. He got a run out, dunk off a bad turnover. That guy on this end of the court, they didn't use a shot fake. They didn't use a shot fake. They didn't use a jab step. I'm finna go. Here come another possession. Chad. What's up, Chad? Your boy's back. Which boy's? Oh, yeah. I see you, Chad. Yeah, boy, you've been over there having the ball. But Chad, I'm just talking about something, Chad. I'm watching these guys play, and I haven't seen, hold up, a shot fake, a jab, a paint touch, or a jump stop. Because if you can do all them things there, you're going to get your scholarship. This dude here, on the perimeter, he just passed it off to somebody, fouled him. Y'all, I'm sitting here watching it. I'm just sitting here watching. No, they ain't gonna mess up my vibe. I'm sitting here watching, y'all. I wish y'all can watch it with me. I haven't had a paint touch. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. They ain't touched paint yet. He on the three, probing around the three. He done passed it to the right on the three. Oh, he touched the elbow. He passed it. Let me see. One paint touch. One paint touch. Hit the next possession, then I'm gonna finish. On the perimeter, he threw it out of bounds. The dude didn't look the ball into his hand. He passed to the wing. The wing just didn't look in his hand and fumbled it out of bounds. Ladies and gentlemen, I ain't seen no shot fake, no jab, one paint touch, no jump stops. Those are the things that you can receive. Now, this is supposed to be the best league in summer basketball. Watch this. Glenn Bishop. I am watching the EYBL this past weekend, the Utah Prospects versus the Expressions. The score is 49-35. I'm watching the EYBL. Big fella got the ball on the post, got the ball in the paint. He scored the bucket. First one I've seen since we've been watching. Still on the perimeter, playing around to the corner. He drive baseline, kick it back out for a three, a shot. She hit the shot. But it never touched the paint. They never used a shot fake. Never. Man, let me turn that mess off. But this supposed to be the creme de la creme. And I ain't talking about it. Y'all do me a favor. Go to EYBL. And then you go click up on live stream. And then you can go see all the games. No, Jimmy don't know nothing about no basketball. Jimmy don't know nothing about playing the basketball. He know about promoting the game of basketball. I need the guys who know about Chad. I need the guys on here that know how to play basketball and have played this game at a high level. I need some of that. We didn't have enough people talking about it and promoting it and giving events. We need now people that know how to play it and teach it and get it to our players so they won't go a whole however many with not one of these things going on. No, the trainers ain't going to teach you this. Some of the trainers don't know this. I don't know who to blame. I know we had little league coaches that Cecil Boyd, guys that helped us along the way. I didn't even know I was going to do that. That wasn't even on the card. Chad, we got to find somebody out here that can help these kids play, man. For real. But I got something for y'all. Everybody there, I got something for y'all. This is what's going to happen. I'm glad everybody here. Got something for y'all this weekend. Watch this. Told y'all, I'm always going to have something for you, Glenn Bishop. Here we go. Chad. Great time talking to Casey Williams the other day. And we just sitting there talking. And we said, no, I'm messing with you. We sitting there talking. And we was talking about Father's Day. He being a father. I'm being a father. We was talking about Mother's Day, how we do everything for mothers and Mother's Day this, Mother's Day that, Mother's Day, mother. So we said, man, what about the fathers? What about the fathers? So guess what me and this man came up with, y'all. Now, let me tell you something. When people take their time out to do stuff like this, let me tell y'all something. Watch this. Sunday, June 15th. I don't want to hear about no excuses. I didn't know. Y'all got ample time. Brandon Weefall. The No Excuses Pro-Am gonna celebrate Father's Day at Fundy. This ain't never happened before. They're gonna have free food for the fathers and their kids. Games start at 12 and gonna be all day to 9 p.m. Get there early, dads. And it's absolutely complimentary. Just bring yourself, dads. Mamas, y'all need to be flying. Women, y'all need to be flying to bring y'all men to this. Let's go. Y'all been complaining and hold on. Y'all been complaining. Hold up. All this complaining. Y'all sending me all of this right here. You know, hold on. Y'all sending me this. We got to pay all of this, Robert, on the weekends. We got to pay all this. Hold on. That ain't it. We got to pay all this. I got Father's Day out the way for you. You're going to watch way better basketball than what I just talked about. I bet you're going to see some paint touches. I bet you're going to see some shot fakes. I bet you're going to see some, hold up. Let me get. I bet you're going to see some paint touches, some jump shots, and some shot fakes, and some jabs in the Pro-Am. Maybe y'all just like bad basketball. So June 15th is Father's Day. Father's free food. Am I going to be there? Of course I'm going to be there. Father's Day. Even the men that ain't had men, you got the seed to be a father. Even though you have no biological kid, you have been a father to somebody. Let's come celebrate on that weekend. Real talk. Sunday, June 15th. You get to eat free when you bring your kids. Have anybody ever did that to y'all, for y'all? I'll wait. There's some more stuff going on that weekend. Hold on. That week. Because the game started Thursday. On that Thursday. Watch this. Let's see what happens on Thursday. On Thursday, June 12th. From 6, on Thursday, the game started from 6 to 11. On Sunday, they 12 to 9. They're going to have performances, foods and drinks, giveaways, and more. Featuring NBA, G League, overseas, and college players. Free admission. Thursday and Friday. And then on Sunday. Sunday is Father's Day. So the pro-am, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. So keep it in your mind. Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. When is it, Robert? Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. And hold up. They got the women's too. Hold up. They got the women. And it's their 10th anniversary. The No Excuses Pro-Am, 10th anniversary. The women gonna play too. The Pro-Am women's. I'm going to be posting some of this stuff. And you can join. You can be volunteer positions, social media, the videographer, event operations, the fan engagement, graphic design, merchandise. You can join in. Earn volunteer hours. Kids that need volunteer hours. Build your resume and get recognized, all while making a real impact. Been involved with this thing for 10 years, man. Just keep getting better. Man, shout out to Casey Williams. Shout out to Jillian. These people put their resources on the line for us to have some things to do. But that Father's Day thing, that's player. It's unbelievable. Think about it. Ain't nobody even saying nothing. Kevin Freeman, ain't nobody even saying nothing. Is there any talent? Yes, there's talent playing there. I put it like this. It's better talent. Hold on, not that one. It's better talent. It's better talent than being in that building. It's better talent than being in that building. But I just want to share that with y'all. I'm going to keep sharing that with y'all until y'all share it with your friends. You might not want to come, but share it. Share it. Don't just like me, share me. We thinking about the fathers, man. Y'all ain't lying. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I'll be watching my kids. They Father's Day, Mother's Day, everything Mother's. Now, I ain't going to lie. My babies, my babies different. They different. They different. But I be looking at other stuff, man. We can go to Internet, man. Me and my daughter, when I went to LA for Father's Day last year. So last year I was in LA at Father's Day. I left y'all for a long time. But she took me to this great restaurant. Wait, I mean 70 some stories up in LA. I'm La Boucherie. And overlooking the city. But it wasn't crowded. I had the best seat. I mean, it was the people there, but it wasn't crowded. We got to get back to, man, thinking about dads. And this weekend, man. Not this weekend, on that weekend. So just mark it on your calendar right now. I don't care. I'm finna go by there. Robert Hatter told me I got to bring a daddy by there. Tell a friend, tell another friend. Let's just come and hang out there that Sunday. Come out. Chop Shop. If enough of y'all, 7 y'all coming, I'm going to have a whole section just for y'all. But I'm not finna hold no section y'all ass ain't coming. I'm just telling you that right now. But But let's do that. Let's do that. Women, y'all too. Y'all, we want y'all to come out. We ain't excluding you, but this time it's all right. We got a Women Rock Wednesday. We ain't got no Men Rock a day. So I just guess the men rock every day. But I had to share that with y'all. Let me see. And I saw something that really kind of got to me. And this lady got me, man. And I'm gonna go here with it. She got me. Watch this.
I don't like to work with average athletes because I'm not an average coach. And I don't want average results. So if you want to be mediocre and average, find another team to go to. Find another program. I'm not going to dumb down my system because of the quality of athletes. I'm going to trade in the quality of athletes that fit my system because I know my system works. Your body is never going to get used to the conditions for competition if you don't adjust in practice. It's supposed to be hot. You're supposed to be tired. When you go run on the next levels, it's not fun. It's exhausting. I'm sorry, y'all picked a sport that's only fun when you win. Everything else is treacherous. But it's a great reward when you win. So if you want to be cold, you don't want to be too hot, you don't want to work too hard, you don't want to sweat, you don't want to feel pain, you want to go in the shade, pick ballet or something. I don't know. This is not the sport for y'all. And I'm not going to baby y'all so that y'all are comfortable. I don't like to work with average.
What do y'all think about that? And ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna take a pivot. I want to know what you think about that, but I'll tabulate what you when you put it up on the board. But ladies and gentlemen, on the 19th of May, I talked about it a little bit, but the week kind of went by on us, and this week was extended. But May 19th was a great day for me. You know anything about me? If you watch this show long, about that was the birthday of Malcolm X. That book, autobiography of Malcolm X, was the first book that I've ever read that I didn't have to read in school. And I read the book from cover to cover. The first book I've ever read from cover to cover that I didn't have to, just. And I was thinking about this, right? I was thinking about Ossie Davis doing his eulogy. And it was unbelievable for me. And I didn't talk enough about him. This is one of the greatest men that I'm gonna just go here. It's Ossie Davis at his eulogy. He said, "Here at this final hour, in this quiet place, Harlem has come to bid farewell to one of its brightest hopes, extinguished now and gone from us forever. For Harlem is where he worked and where he struggled and fought. Y'all, it's tough for me to get through. His home of homes, where his heart was and where his people are. And it is therefore most fitting that we meet once again in Harlem to share these last moments with him. For Harlem has ever been gracious for those who loved her, who fought for her, and have defended her honor, even to death. It is not in memory of a man that this beleaguered, unfortunate, but nevertheless proud community has found a braver, gallant young champion that this Afro-American who lies before us unconquered still. Many will ask, what Harlem finds to honor in this stormy, controversial, and bold young captain? And we will smile, and we will answer and say unto them, did you ever meet Brother Malcolm? Did he ever touch you? Did he ever smile at you? Did you ever really listen to him? Did he ever do a mean thing? Was he even associated with violence or public disturbance? For if you did, you would know. And if you knew him, you would know why we must honor him. Malcolm was our manhood, our living Black manhood. That was his meaning to his people. And in honoring him, we honor the best of ourselves. And we will know him for what he is, a prince, a Black shining prince who didn't hesitate to die because he loved us so. Ladies and gentlemen, when I think about this, when I'm talking about summer basketball, I'm talking about pro basketball, I'm talking about, we was going back and forth about PJ Haggerty and why these kids want to transfer to. Talk about the young lady, the mom says, the young coach saying she's not going to be average. So she don't want no average athletes around her. It's going to be hot when you're out here. When you're in the gym, sometime it might be hot. When you're on a golf course, it's going to be hot. If you trying to do sports, ain't going to be easy. But I'm very grateful to be in this space and at this time. This Chop Shop space, this podcast space, this radio show. Very few people get to live long enough and have their fingers in all of these different pots. And then be able to bring all the knowledge that we've gathered. That's all I be trying to do. I put my hands in all these different pots so I can bring the knowledge together so when we gather. And all of the experience. I mean, you got to understand, this is one of the most important men ever. And I just, when his birthday was last week, he was a great friend of Adam Clayton Powell. And all the experience to these airwaves I gather on a regular basis. Do y'all really know what we're doing? It's an honor to sit in here with you smart people. Because we need truth telling, man, in this age of this mass, this incredible misinformation age. I'm always looking for dots to connect, Eric. My partner called me this morning and we was just talking and he was, he got to run in his mouth a little bit. Talking about, yeah, man, this Stephen Curry, yeah, man, he used to play like he was hurt. I said, man, do you know this man? Just like them white people, they didn't know Malcolm. I asked him, do you know this man? Have you ever met this man? Do you know? Forget what you done read in the paper. Forget what you done heard on an article. Do you know? Stephen Curry never wants to take a time off. Ever. He loved the game of basketball too much. So where did you get that he played like he was injured? Where do you get that from? I said, this not this type of guy. This the type of guy he is. This the type of guy who will finance a film. I think it was Selma. Finance a film and going around the country promoting the film that he financed and produced. And he goes to Howard University and they have a screening of his film. And he's sitting there afterwards asking questions of the students about what they thought about the film. And guess what? One young man in the audience, he was a pretty good golfer, but he was at Howard and attended Howard. Howard don't have a golf team, but he wanted the education at Howard. So he was good enough to play golf somewhere else on a scholarship, but he wanted to go to Howard for the educational value. But this young man said, "Steph, dude, I want to talk to you, man." Stopped him. He said, "Dude, can I talk to you a minute? Look, can we play golf tomorrow?" Steph said, "No, I got to leave because we're promoting this thing." He said, "But man, I'm a golfer. We just don't have a golf team here. We hadn't had golf team in years. And I want to see about how we can get a golf team back at Howard." Steph said, "Man, here's my email. Email me all the information." What if that young man didn't say nothing? Just sit back and watch the movie, got him some popcorn, and went back to where he lived. Nothing would have changed. See, that's what we're doing a lot in this summer basketball. We won't step up and say something. We scared to ask because you're scared of rejection. You're scared of somebody might not. We can't. This young man changed the trajectory on people in our community. And I'm going to show you why. Because guess what? Steph went back home and he got the email and saw what was going on, called the coach. Coach, what is it going to take, man? How much it takes for a year for me to sponsor y'all for a year? The coach said, "Me, I'm going to give you $6 million. I'm going to give you $1 million a year. And I'm going to get a Ping, and I'm going to get Under Armour, that everybody to outfit you, Callaway to give you some golf. I'm sorry, not Ping. Callaway to fit him in golf." All because this young man didn't sit back and spectate and watch a movie. He got up and was asking for the next generation. Because guess who benefited from that? Kendall Jackson, a young lady from Pearland in our community, benefited from this young man stepping up to the plate, ladies and gentlemen. We don't share this show because this show might change somebody's life one day. Always looking to connect the dots. That kid connected with Steph. Steph connected with the coach. The coach recruited Crystal. Crystal done graduated, y'all. She's the benefit from that. And now she's going on to her career. She's thinking about Malcolm. How these dots connect. I ain't telling y'all to share the show for me. I want some young kid that gonna hear this and share and change their life. Unfortunately, we have been conditioned in this culture to raise up just a single people, to raise up just one. Jay-Z, Beyonce. Like they're dynamic unto themselves. But listen to me. You can't talk about Malcolm without talking about the Marcus Garvey movement. Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you didn't know, Marcus Garvey's movement was actually the biggest movement of Black folks in this country's history, even bigger in terms of impact and numbers wise than the Civil Rights Movement. But we don't talk about it that much. This was a dark-skinned man who was telling Black folks to live their best lives in 1925, in spite of all the images there was the negative, to destroy and destructive toward us. Marcus Garvey inspired Malcolm's parents. Malcolm's X book inspired me. Whew. His parents, Louise and Earl Little, were disciples of Garvey. Earl was a traveling preacher who often talked about the future world for Black people. Malcolm was born in Nebraska, or Omaha, Nebraska, where them guys was playing, where them kids was playing last weekend. I wonder how many summer coaches took them to where Malcolm was born, or where Malcolm's centered there. I just wonder, because if they didn't know, they were just in Omaha, Nebraska. What's the name of that? The Adidas was just in Omaha, Nebraska. This woman, his mom, the dad got killed because he was talking crazy. They killed him, put him on the railroad track and let the train run over him. This woman had to raise 7 kids by herself. And it got to her. She went crazy. She was rejected from cashing in on his policy. She had to get government assistance. Ladies and gentlemen, the cancer of hate has done a disservice to this country. Can I tell y'all something? After reading that book, I fell in love with Malcolm X. People tell me, let go of the past, Robert. There's nothing we can do about it. But what can you do about it? But you know what? I just ask myself, why are we participating in the destruction of someone like Malcolm or any human being? That's why I don't let people talk about negative about people on the show. I don't want to be participating in the destruction of somebody else who is simply trying to do the right thing for his people in his community. Time has a way of revealing things, ladies and gentlemen. Just keep living. Things will reveal themselves. Y'all got to realize, because, you know, some of us, if we don't understand this stuff, Martin Luther King died unpopular amongst Black people. So did Malcolm. But 60 years later, he would have been 100 on May 19th. And I look at how the narratives have shifted on both of these two men. We have a holiday celebrating Martin Luther King. Malcolm is a social lightning rod for all cultural, art, music. I can play the clips. I'm going to play some of them clips the rest of the week. Y'all, Malcolm is relevant in 2025 and beyond, because what he was talking about 60 years ago is still relevant. The profound self-hatred born of racism in our community. We are taught our hair ain't a certain way, our lips and our skin color, no matter how light or how dark your body type is. What I got from him is the importance of knowing your history. That your history has to be the foundation. My favorite quote from Malcolm, I don't know what y'all's is. History is a people's memory. Without it, we are demoted to the lower animals. And that's when you see all the crazy behavior. All the responses to Cassie as she was testifying last week. Trashing Black women all kinds of ways. It's just profound self-hatred because many of us are confused and we don't know. That's what happens in summer basketball. Some of these parents are confused. Some of you people talk, like let people talk. That's why I don't let nobody come on here and talk negative about PJ Henry. I mean PJ Haggerty. Just like them folks who support Donald Trump, those MAGA folks, they're just confused. When I think about this stuff, man, I think about me. Think about Spike Lee in that movie, Malcolm X. Denzel. They went through that movie chapter and verse. They went through the book. And watch this now. Watch this. A 6-year-old Ryan Coogler sat on his father's lap watching Malcolm X, and it had an impact on him. 6-year-old Ryan Coogler sitting on his father's lap watching Malcolm X, it had an impact on him. Think about what Ryan Coogler has become now. We don't get Black Panther. We don't get a Sinners if Spike don't create movies like Malcolm X. And if Malcolm X himself didn't exist. Traditions and passing things along. What are we going to pass along? I told you I don't want to be a generational thief. Summer basketball. All you leaders in summer basketball, what are you passing on to the next generation? It's not an indictment. It's just something that I want you to reflect on. What are you passing down? Tradition and passing things along and impacting people. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love for people to read as many books as possible. But sometimes it might not be. It might just be a song. It might be a show like the Chop Shop. It might be a podcast. Somebody might go see it later. It might be a movie. It might be a TV show. Ryan Coogler said him watching Malcolm X made him who he was. That's how we can get Black Panther, Creed, and Sinners out of him. As long as it's something that grabs your attention. That's why every day I got to give you something. Somebody might hear this. Y'all, they can get this. Hold up. Let me go to ESPN. Y'all, and I know y'all, man, I can sit up and talk about Anthony Edwards and he gonna do this and he ain't gonna do this. Then I can talk about the night the Knicks and the Pacers. Yes, I want the Knicks to win tonight because I want them to tie it up. I like sports. But I need something to grab these kids' attention. That's why I use sports to grab your attention. Even with Malcolm, this is centennial. I saw this article that Spike Lee was on the cover instead of Malcolm. And some people said, why Spike Lee is on the cover? Ladies and gentlemen, because he has a famous filmmaker. He's a Super Knicks fan. But then when you read the article, you like, wow. It's a great article. I'm going to post it. This is a history lesson of Malcolm X. That's the point, to get you to read the article. Y'all listen to this. Spike Lee's mother introduced him to the autobiography of Malcolm X, the same book I read. When I think about Spike having to raise money to get the film done, If it wasn't for Oprah and Bill Cosby and all of them people, when I talk about people, and I never want to cast people away, but it's accountability at all times. When I talk about Bill Cosby, and it really is about the person. It's about the. It's really not about the person. It's about the behavior. Spike Lee was able to go to Oprah and Bill Cosby and a bunch of other people to raise this money for that film. That same film inspired Ryan Coogler. Y'all see how we connecting the dots? I'm just trying to connect the dots for us. Who gonna be a lightning rod in our summer basketball community? So we don't have to be, people get mad just because we come on a show and talk about a summer basketball team not doing so well. And people get mad because it's their team. So Ryan Coogler, Spike go raise money so Ryan Coogler can get $90 million from a studio to produce a movie like Sinners. That money wasn't readily available for black people back then. Spike had to raise money. I don't know if y'all know that. But we sit around, I'm telling y'all, we're gonna have fun and we're gonna do everything on this show. But I can't get off without getting on these Timberwolves before I get out of here for these last 11 minutes. Y'all, when I saw that game and I thought about that game last night, y'all see how I went in and out of traffic and went right back in. The T-Wolves shot 50% from the field, 40% from three, shot 7 more free throws, outscored OKC by 27, OKC bench by 27 points, and still lost. Some smart person got to explain that one to me. I'm going to repeat it. I know y'all didn't get it. They shot 50%. They hit half of their shots. The T-Wolves did. They hit 4 out of 10 threes. That's absolutely scorching it. They shot 7 more free throws and outscored OKC bench by 27 points and still lost. Let me help you. Let me get you. This something, you're gonna be the smartest person at the nail shop. The Timberwolves last night, they led the game in rebounds, assists, points off turnovers, fast break points, points in the paint, second chance points, free throw attempts, free throw makes, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, free throw percentage. And they still lost. Y'all talk to me. They beat them in every spot and they still lost the game, Malcolm. It was one of those games where, as a Wolves fan, you had to say, but Oklahoma couldn't miss a shot in the crucial points of the game. Then if they missed, they got the rebound. Man, it was crazy to me last night. God, I just wish somebody. Evidently, y'all didn't watch that game last night. Y'all was too busy doing Memorial Day stuff. But they did have. They gave up 20 offensive rebounds and they had 22 turnovers. And despite all that, they were fighting so hard every single time they got within 3 points. Either Chet, J-Dub, Shea hit a clutch shot. And guess what? The rich get richer. Kevin Frazier. OKC is going to add another star next year. And that's scary for the rest of the league. No matter what happens these playoffs, the Thunder will be adding Serbian star Nikola Topic to his rotation next year. You want to know why? Because Topic was the 12th pick in the draft last year. Picked by OKC. They got from Houston in the Russell Westbrook trade. But Topic had a torn ACL and would miss his whole rookie season. That scared most of the teams away, except OKC. Before his injury, the 6'6" Topics was viewed as the top 5 prospect as a playmaking point guard. One of those mock drafts had him as the 2nd overall at one point prospect. Next season, y'all, he finally make his NBA debut. Wow. Not on a building team trying to climb out of the basement, where most top prospects end up. But Topic would join a Thunder team that has the potential to dominate the next decade with this young core. And now they'll add yet another promising star with potential. Man. Got another question. That wasn't too good for you. I can't give you that one. I can't give you that one. I can't give you that. I can't give you that one. Now I got to wait. I got a question before we get out of here. I give you all this other good stuff tomorrow. I got a question for y'all. What's going on with these proms? These folks have gone crazy. What's going on with these proms? Hey, Marcus, Carroll, Jalen Williams is way better than most folk want to admit. He all NBA team, on the all NBA team, man. What else you want us to give him, Marcus? Mark, he made one of the all NBA teams. Jalen is way better than most folk want to admit. When you make all NBA, Marcus, I don't know what you mean by that one. I don't know what you mean. But let me get back. What's going on with these proms? Y'all out there, I'm not talking to y'all. Man, I saw this girl on my damn Facebook page the other day. I had a police escort her son and his date to the prom. What's going on, man? Is anybody out here? Wait a minute. Is my mic broke? Am I having a delay? I'm asking y'all, what's going on with the proms? Is y'all still watching? Maybe y'all the ones that are giving these proms out like this. Let me get back on the beach. Oh, that ain't crazy. Wait. I got something else for you. That man said, that's crazy. Watch this. Hey, I'm going back on the beach. Y'all, they had a girl pull up in a casket in a hearse and jumped out the casket. White girl. Sonya. Should we just ban proms in 2026? They pulling up in helicopters, Sonya. They're not only bringing dates, they're bringing a zoo. Some girl brought a tiger. Some girl brought an alligator. And talking about the horse and the carriage, that's old news. They own camels now. One person said that they paid $22,000 on the prom. $22,000 on the prom. I wonder what his ACTs look like. He said, mama's not having weddings, so they put the effort. No, that ain't. This girl had her whole family dad shirts made. Her whole family for the prom. Not the graduation, the prom. Like she was graduating. If you didn't read the caption on some of them prom videos, you would have think them people was at a wedding. I'm asking the parents. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't you still got to go to school after the prom? The prom ain't over. The school ain't over after the prom, is it? Y'all, they had a girl had a choir behind her singing. Y'all, I remember the best part of prom night is what we gonna do after. What party, where we gonna go? What we gonna sneak in? What we gonna do? Yes, our people. That's right, though. The white girl got out the casket, though. Yeah, let me make sure. Yeah, it was the little white girl got out of the casket. Because that was kind of dark to me. I can't believe they let I can't believe they let that girl come out of there like that, man. Hold up, where that stuff at? Hold up. Y'all don't understand the stuff I be going. I told y'all here it is right here. I don't want. Let me see. This dude got stuff all on his face. Oh my God. Yeah, the girl got out of the casket, out of the hearse. And everybody doing it for the 8th grade prom, them parents need to be slapped. A helicopter freight. A helicopter. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What time? Oh, I got 2 o'clock. I got the 2 o'clock. So guess what? I can say that other good stuff I got tomorrow. But back again, shout out to PJ Haggerty. Shout out to the young man Doug McDaniel. In case you missed it, Doug McDaniel, who's going to Memphis. He's a guard that left Kansas State. He said, "Coach, hook that game up. I want to see them play." Hey man, Chad, the little girl got out the cat. They rolled her hearse out, leaned it down, opened it up, and she walked out. Y'all, let me see. Let me see. I got something else up. Hold up before I get. Hold up. That's too good. That's too good. Man, that Michael Beasley talking about his family. Let me give y'all a little of that, man. Hold up. Let me see something, man. Michael Beasley blaming on his family why he get broke. Why he got broke. Hold up, man. Hold on. Let me open it. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it a little bit, cause it's their intellectual property.
This went in. I'm so upset it went in because now, forever, my first NBA bucket will be
me going to the left and the ball rolled down my arm. All I could do was just flick it up. And it just went in. I was so... It's Michael B. I wish it would have went over the basket. Like, I wish it would have...
Today we speak with former NBA star. I wanna go back because for me, I always think about like life-changing moments. 2008, right? If you take yourself back to that.
My heart set on Chicago, like shy away from the accountability of that. Really not sharing that with my mom, especially while not being here. So I got to get some good parts because he was just talking about how he messed up his money. How he messed up his money with his family, man, and I've seen it. I've seen it. I'm gonna tell y'all this one. This kid, he was he needed. I said, man, I'm gonna help you get a financial advisor because you about to get ready to get some big money. I want some bigger money. I want to make sure you. So we get the financial advisor, and the financial advisor went over overview. Then they did a little audit. It was $5 million missing. I'll never forget this. $5 million missing. So I had to come. Me and the dude sitting there. I said, dude, who been handling your money? My mama. Why you letting your mama handle your money? I just let her handle it. You got $5 million that's unaccounted for. You're going to have a hell of a tax liability if we don't find out and check and see what's going on. So I'm expecting for him to go talk to his mom. Man, you got to go with me. Okay. That ain't part of my job, y'all. But I went. When I went to meet, he wouldn't say nothing, so I had to say something. So I said, look, I don't know what. I said, y'all come on, y'all. No, I don't talk nobody crazy. I said, we got a problem, y'all. I need y'all to help me with this. That's how I went at them. I said, I need y'all to help me with it. We got $5 million unaccounted for. And it's gonna kill him if we don't figure it out. The mom and the boyfriend both head dropped like this at the same time. I said, that's it right there. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know that mom didn't like me no more. And y'all, listen, I wish he had went and told her mom, because I wasn't in it. All I did is got him the money. He had his own. Listen, always got to get you somebody. You had to get you somebody who can get you the money. You got to get somebody who will help you keep it. And your mama ain't the one. Bless her little heart. Jaden McDaniel, bless your little heart. You're going to get tired of your mama, young fella. Jaden Daniel. What is that? Jaden Daniel. You're going to get tired of your mama. Beyonce got tired of Matthew. What is his name? Lewis Hamilton got tired of his dad. Because sometimes all you want to do is see your mom and your dad. You don't want to see your business people. And when they the same person, put a strain on the relationship. It's just 30-some years in this business. What's your day? What's today? Oh. No. Oh. I don't know what that people talking about. I just got to check. But I got to get out of here. Y'all hear me say no. But I'm out of here, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. How this thing go? I hope these NIL kids, I hope they listening to this. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm out.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop.